We're going to begin where we left off last week. If you just type change in the chat, let me know where you're calling in from as well. And we're going to get ourselves going in a minute. Change, just type change. Welcome, everybody. Great to have you on. Dallas, Texas is in the house. The Netherlands is here. Kent is in the building. T&T is here. T&T is in the building. Bromley is here. We got St. Lucia in the building. We got Lagos in the building. Welcome, welcome, everybody. We've got Canupia Trinidad in the house. All right. So how many of you guys on the inside caught this beauty trade of the week last week? Did you catch this one? Trade of the week last week? Hitting over 730 pips. Nobody? Oh, I was like, I'm sure there are people here that got it. Excellent, excellent. Well done, well done. Well done. Yep, hit all your TPs as well. Well done. Well done, Chantel. Hey, so we've been rocking and rolling for a minute. And for those of you who have been around for a while, you've seen the development, you've seen the growth, you've seen where we started from and where we are today. And where we are today is very, 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 yeah, it's a very, very poignant moment where we're seeing people consistently winning, where we see the AI alerts. I mean, the AI still amazes me. It's really, really solid, and people are having a lot of results from that. I mean, you hardly even have to look at the charts anymore. You just wait for your AI alerts, and then you look at your charts after that. That's how good they've been coming. And there's several things that people have been asking for, right? One is the affiliate program. I've been mentioning for a long time that we're going to have an affiliate program coming on. So we're going to actually pilot that. We're going to pre-launch that today. And one thing that I've been getting as well is a lot of requests for one-on-one sessions. So I do actually have a few one-on-one students, and we'll talk about how you can get access to that as well. So if you're excited about that, let's get some Fire 7 emojis in the chat. And we'll talk about the affiliate program first. Let's talk about that. Who's excited to share the good news with other people? Absolutely, yes. Yeah. Right. So, the way it's going to work is not going to work like the other companies, right? We're going to do things different. And the difference is to show the efficacy of what we're doing, right? It's to show the efficacy of what we're doing. So we are going to have affiliates who are connected with the Mood Swing community, but the affiliates of the Mood Swing community are people who are active users of the Mood Swing tool and who would have had a level of success with the Mood Swing tool, whether it be on a real account or a demo account, for a minimum of 1 week, right? For a minimum of 1 week, and would have given a testimonial to that regard. Once you do that, you qualify to be let's get somebody in. You qualify to be an affiliate. If you think you could do that, just drop a 7 in the chat. If you think you can do that easily, just drop a 7 in the chat. There you go. Right. Easily. With the kind of results that we've been pushing out, I'm telling you that just 1 week to show that you have made some progress with this thing on a demo account, on a live account, doesn't matter. But once you show that you have some consistent results, positive results over a week, now we'll be paying 20% commission, 20% commission to all the affiliates, for all the people that you introduce to the business. They get started, 20%, and that'll be residual once they stay active. That will be residual every month, 20%. If you like the sound of that, just drop 20 in the chat. Excellent, 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 excellent. All right. So we're going to be doing that and rolling that out this evening. All you have to do, if you want to become an affiliate, you've got to make sure that you're active. You've got to make sure that you learn the skill. We've got our educational channel, right? Ask questions. I know the people who are going to be successful because they actually just message me and ask questions. You know, the people who just stay silent and suffer in their silence, they ain't progressing as much as the ones that are messaging me and asking questions. So don't be afraid to actually message me and ask questions. I don't know why. I may not necessarily respond straight away, but by all means, feel free to message me and ask me some questions. Excellent. So if you know that you've got some friends and family who might have been suffering a little bit, struggling a little bit with this trading thing, let's get them into the MOODSWING tool. Somebody described the MOODSWING tool and community like catching fish in a barrel. Like catching fish in a barrel. Yeah, it is that straightforward. All you have to do is concentrate on the strategy. Learn the strategy inside out and execute the strategy well. Money will come when you execute the strategy well. Money runs from you when you're running after money. The money runs from you when you're running after money. The money runs to you when you're executing the strategy well. So your focus needs to be on the strategy, right? So we have all the videos in the educational chat of the 1-2 strategy, of the 1-2-3 strategy. Really simple, really straightforward. Even my children can do it. I'm telling you. Yes, excellent, excellent. Welcome, welcome, Alice. Alice is one of our newer members. She started today, actually, so welcome. We had quite a few people start this week as well. So welcome to all of you. Yeah. So really, really exciting times. Really exciting times right now. So for those of you who's dropped a 20, a 7, right, in the chat, what I want you to do is to write down a a 3-letter code, right? So one person have already given me a code of GEN, right? So that is taken. But I want you to write down a 3-letter code that you will eventually message to me when you do qualify to be an affiliate. Okay? Now, the reason why we're doing it this way is when somebody sees you as a MOODSWING affiliate, they would know that you are getting results from the product, the tools, and the services that we're providing. Right? They will know that you're getting results from the products, tools, and services that we're providing, and you're not trying to sell them a pie in the sky or trying to sign them up to something, some quick scheme, some get rich quick scheme, or anything of the sort. Okay? So that's why we're doing it this way. So there's a level of efficacy towards that, right? So MOODSWING affiliates will be very different from all those other things that they're selling people. And I was telling somebody this week, because I did ask them, hey, if you're not serious about this, please don't join. Because we only really take serious people who want to learn the skill, and people who are serious about trading. And they message me back and says, I'm sorry, I don't have the time to learn right now. And I thought to myself, it's so unfortunate, right, that there's so many people out here who just believe that for whatever reason, that you just don't need to do anything, but somehow the wealth will show up. If you listen to what Jim Rohn was saying there on that tape, when we were listening in before the call started, he was saying that your ability to learn is what feeds into your ability to earn. Okay? What feeds into your ability to earn. So if you're not learning anything or improving, I don't see how things would change. In fact, things would potentially change for the worse, because here's what happens with many people. Somebody tell them, hey, you don't have to do anything. You can just take your money and stick it into this scheme here, and it will give you 2%, 3% per day. And of course, people don't want to do anything, but it sounds great. And what happens? Put your money into the scheme, and then the scheme folds up and your money is gone. So you're more susceptible for being scammed, for wanting to do nothing, than actually putting a little bit of effort in, just a little bit of effort, to learn the skill. And with the MOODSWING tool, I'm telling you, the tool is actually doing the heavy lifting for you. So you're hardly even doing all the analysis and stuff that we used to do back in the day. You don't even have to do that anymore. You really don't. Just a small commitment to learning a 1-2 strategy or a 1-2-3 strategy. That's it. That's it. All right? So be that person that becomes scam proof, and you're learning a skill that we're going to, this is a legacy build. Anybody connected to the MOODSWING tool, this is a legacy that we're going to be building, giving you a skill that then you can hand down to your generation and to the generation after that. Okay? By the way, for those people who are doing those 3-letter words in the chat, just keep it so that you can send it to me personally, okay? Not in the chat, right? Keep it so you can send it to me personally. Right. The next thing that we're going to talk about is the one-on-one sessions as well. So there have been a few people that have been asking for one-on-one sessions, maybe to just clarify a few things. Some people like the one-on-one so that they could ask questions. They don't necessarily like asking questions in the main group chat. We have 2 ways that we could do it. We could do just a sort of a pay as you go, or there is a 5-session package that we've got. So we'll discuss that. If you do want that sort of service, please message me and we could get that up and running. How it works, it's a 1-hour session. And if you do the package, so say for example, you're doing the 5-session package, it'll just be one hour one-on-one for a week. Usually you get homework and you have to do that homework and we come back the next week, right? So it will be like a 5-week period, just 1 session per week, okay? For 1 hour. So that's how that would work. Or you could just decide, you know what, I don't want the 5 sessions. I'll just do a 1 pay as you go, and you could do that as much or as little as you like. Okay, so which kind of makes it fair for everybody, because some people just have small questions, some people has more psychological issues to get over, and that might take a little bit of time, right? And the reality is that when you see the simplicity of what we're doing, you realize it's the mindset, or the mind is actually fooling you or tricking you into believing that when you know all those moving averages stuff that I've learned, you mean I need to throw that out the window? Yeah, right. You mean all those RSI things that I've learned over the years, I need to throw that out the window? Yeah. You mean all that TDI things and whatever Fibonacci stuff that I've learned over the years, I need to throw that out the window? Yeah, right? All the stuff that they've been, I don't know, trying to, pick up the stuff that is occupying useful space in your head that is not serving you. You need to get rid of it and just stick to the simplicity. Get rid of all that stuff, right? It is unnecessary. And the system has made it in such a way to make you feel that it was all necessary when the reality is that it was not. Again, it's all a psychological game just for you to give your money to them and to make you feel, hey, I have paid so much money to learn this thing from those people. Surely it's me. No, it's not you. It's them. Just not showing you the right things, right? Showing you, taking your focus off of what you really should be focused on, and you're focused on all these other unnecessary stuff. All right, so what we're doing, the mood swing, we're pulling you back into focus and saying, hey, just focus on these simple things. Very straightforward. Very straightforward. Yeah. It's like Fibonacci doesn't work. Moving average doesn't work. It's so confusing. Simplicity is the key. Right? Make sure that you send me a message in Telegram, right? Right? For all these things, just send me a message in Telegram. I'll send you my link in the chat right here. And we can have a wrap. Okay. Yeah, it's so true. What I'm seeing now is that a lot of people who have learned trading, especially from MLM companies and network marketing companies and all that. Well, I mean, the reality is that you really haven't learned trading. Probably learned how to take trades using their software stuff, but you haven't really learned trading. The problem I'm seeing is psychologically, they're so messed up, right? All the things that they keep telling people what trading is and what trading isn't, and it is so crazy that I'm seeing that now people need a psychological reset, right? We need a psychological reset when it comes to trading. Now, one thing that you do get when you start with me, if you ask for it, you will get a template for a trading plan, which is extremely important for your success as a trader. If you don't have a trading plan, I really encourage you to have one. It will make your life so much easier. So much easier. Have a trading plan so that you could really understand and execute from a non-emotional standpoint. You've got to leave your emotions at the door when you're trading. Emotions is what is destroying a lot of people when it comes to the trading, and that's because you're focused on the money rather than focused on a strategy you believe in, right? A lot of people just don't have a strategy that they believe in, and then they come to the charts looking for, is the market going to buy? Is the market going to sell? Is the market going up? Is the market going down? When you know the mood swing strategy, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, we don't have to worry about whether the market is going up or going down. We honestly don't. All we just have to worry about is this a 1-2 setup for a buy, or is this a 1-2 setup for a sell? That's it. It is that easy. Now, thanks for those who have sent me screenshots of the results that they've been having. That is always beautiful to see, right? People have just been sending. Somebody just said, I've never had this result ever in all my life of trading. They've been trading for about 5-6 years. Okay. And now they're plugged in, and the results are coming. Nice and straightforward. The other thing that I'm seeing as well is people are claiming that they have a sense of calm when they sit to trade. They're very calm now. They're collected. Their blood pressure has gone down. So the mood swing is not only a trading tool, it's actually a medical tool as well, right? It's making your blood pressure go down. Can you imagine that? Who would love to trade with some peace? Like, you think I'm joking, and I'm absolutely serious. Oh my. I'm actually serious. The person said that they're getting a good night's sleep now. They're showering now because they don't have to stick to the charts all day. So they have time to shower, time to brush their teeth, time to live. It's serious, right? So the mood swing tool is therapy in many ways, not only psychologically, but physically as well. Awesome. So let's if you're interested in becoming an affiliate, if you're interested in getting the one-on-one sessions, just send me a message, direct message to, yes, you could testify right there. Yep, yep, yep. There you go. All right, who has been having a lot of success with the AI tool and the trade setups from last week, from the week before? Who has been having a lot of success with that? Somebody said me. Oh boy. How does the AI tool work? We do have a video, right? We do have a video in, yeah, we do have a video in the educational chat of how the AI tool works. So there we go. Somebody says, I love them. Somebody says, it was spot on. Somebody, somebody saying, me. Yeah, really, really good. You don't even have to open up a chat anymore until you get an AI alert. That's to tell you how good this thing is. Okay, you could go about your business. Somebody says it's like fish in a barrel. The AI alerts have been blazing. All you just have to do is wait for the alert and wait to see whether a 1-2 or a 1-2-3 setup is in play. You could do that on your phone because this tool, MOODSWING, it works on your phone on the TradingView app. So make sure you have the TradingView app installed on your phone so that you could go about your business. You get the alert in Telegram for the AI, and then you just go on your TradingView and you check. And if there's a 1-2 or 1-2-3, boom, you're ready. You're ready to execute on your phone. You could literally just do everything on your phone. Yes, it's in the educational chat. I will highlight it for you. Don't worry about that. Have no fear. Right? So for anybody that's on here and that's new, we do have an educational chat with all the videos that shows you and teach you exactly how to navigate the tool. Is actually very, very simple. Very simple. Easy, but you've got to get out of your head that things need to be complicated. It's not that complicated, right? They, on the outside, they just want you to think that is complicated. It's not that complicated. All right. So let's just have a sneak peek of what is coming up this week. All right. In the economy. Now, we did see what's happening this weekend. Let's talk a little bit of fundamentals right now. What is happening this weekend? Or what has happened over the weekend? What has happened over the weekend fundamentally? Yeah, that's right. There's unrest in the Middle East. There is war going on at the moment. I find it very, very interesting. Don't you find it very interesting that all these wars are starting on a Saturday? The war in Israel, the war in Ukraine, and now this war is always on a Saturday. Right. Okay. So now that we know that there's madness, yeah, I'm telling you, it's always on a Saturday for some whatever reason. Don't know why. Right. So we know that there's war in the Middle East. Whenever there is war, what happens to gold? Whenever there is war, what happens to gold? Shoots to the moon, right? But we've got to be careful, right? It may not necessarily push right now, because what may happen is that the market, they know that people are thinking, yeah, gold is going to push up. So they may do a bit of a liquidity sweep. But within the next maybe a few days or whatever, or a week, we could expect gold to actually hit some new heights, right? We could expect gold to hit some new heights. So let's just go out to a bigger time frame here. Gold has had a previous has had previous highs of pretty much 5,600 or near enough. Trust me, I believe that this thing is going to shoot past that. Is maybe not like right now, but if we look for a pullback, I'm telling you, I am looking for gold to make some moves up there. So from where we are here right now to up to those all-time highs, peoples, that is over 3,400 pips. How much of that do you want? That's my question to you. How much of that do you want? I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now. Ah. Thanks for that, Susan. Let's check. Susan is just sent through a link here. Let's see. Uh-oh. I don't want that. I want it all. All right, let's see here. Eighty-five 85.92%. Hey, you gotta be specific. You gotta be specific. I like it, Dwight. Oh boy. All right. All right. So thanks for that, Susan. So this is an article actually from Trading Economics. Now, if you've not been a part of Trading Economics, tradingeconomics.com, I encourage you to be on Trading Economics because that has beautiful fundamentals. Right. So gold prices are poised to surge when trading resumes on Sunday, driven by a renewed safe haven demand after US and Israel attacks on Iran sharply escalates tensions in the Middle East. All right, in retaliation, Iran moved to restrict traffic through the strategic straits of Hormuz and a vital route for about 1/5 of the world's oil. Jeez and ages. So expect the oil prices to do what? What do we expect the oil prices to do? What do we expect the oil prices to do? Scarcity of oil leads to right? So we could drop the mood swing tool on the oil. So you see what's happening here though? Understand what we're doing here. We're checking the fundamentals first to see what is going on in the market. Then we check the technicals last to see where we could enter the market. That is how to trade. That is how professionals trade. We don't draw lines on a chart and stick a moving average on there and stick a RSI on there. That is how they taught you how to trade. We don't do that here. All right? We don't do that here. So, yeah, so thank you so much for that article. So we should expect oil to do something. We should expect gold to do something. Bitcoin. That'll be interesting. Now, somebody mentioned there were some nice moves on Bitcoin this weekend. Okay, let's check out Bitcoin. I did post in there saying, hey, let's have a look and see what was going on. Over the weekend, there were some nice opportunities on Bitcoin. There was a buy here on Friday. Let me just do a replay because we did have some nice opportunities on Bitcoin over the weekend. Right, so we had a buy opportunity here, bulls here for 1-2s. All right, and let me just switch on. Let's just play this. Right, eventually we started to get some shorts here. So we had a 1-2 short here on Bitcoin, right? 1-2 short here as well. In fact, hold on a minute. Stop. In fact, this was a 1-2-3 short, okay? Because we had the mood swing here. What do I say about 1-2-3 shorts or 1-2-3 trades? What do I say about 1-2-3 trades? Do you remember what I say about 1-2-3 trade setups? Exactly. Yeah, stronger, higher probability for sure. Okay. So we had the order block here. We had the mood swing tool. We had the short, right? So that's a nice one too. Somebody say take a bigger lot size. Well, I mean, say higher probability, so you could potentially take some more risk. But you see what happened there. You see how it played out. This 1-2-3. See how it played out. Beautiful to the downside, and that's over 200 and something. In fact, 2,000 and something points on the Bitcoin. But it even came back to entry, and again, it gave you a nice 1-2 to the downside, 1-2 to the downside here. So beautiful, beautiful moves. Maybe I should start putting the AI on the crypto. What do you reckon? Should we put the AI on the crypto? Major announcement? Should we put the AI on the crypto on the weekend? Who's up for it? So we want to put the AI on the crypto. So that is a good observation, Alice. I would answer that question. So let's say, for example, we have a mood swing level here. Yes, we literally, the AI is only trading on gold at the moment, right? I've taken it off of everything else because the other things were just a bit volatile. You know, it was up, it was down, it was up, it was down. Especially those indices, it was very, very wild. So I took it off of that. We're just on gold for the moment. Right. So Alice, let me show you something here. So let's say, for example, we have this mood swing level, right? That is green, okay? But then we see a 1-2 setup for a sell. You can take the 1-2 setup for the sell, but you have to keep in mind that you're trading against the trend. And if there is no fundamental reason, right? Yeah, that's right. If there's no fundamental reason that this is actually going to sell off and going to break through the mood swing level to the downside, then know that it is just a short-term selling opportunity. Now, a lot of people have asked, where do I put my stop loss or take profit target? Notice I've posted in the educational chat, I've posted in there where you should put your take profit targets, right? We know where we put in our stop loss. So stop loss is just going to be above or below the internal order block, the order block. Our take profit targets could be many different places, right? We could do all mood swing levels. We could do all order block levels. We could do all highs and lows. We could do all fair price lines, which is the purple line. Some people have been asking what the purple line is, right? So this purple line here is a fair price line. this purple line right here. So we could use that as a take profit target if we want to. Old ones though, right? Notice here, like price came up to this old one here, pretty much to the pip, and then dropped off. So that's a potential take profit target here. Okay. All mood swing levels. So let's say, for example, we were in this short and we wanted a profit target. We could have targeted these lows right here, or we could have targeted this all mood swing level across here as well. And notice either one of them, it would have been totally fine, right? So we can play around with that. It just depends on whether you're a scalper or if you hold for a longer period of time. That's all. Okay. So in reality, if we look at Bitcoin from a bigger perspective, Bitcoin is actually falling out of the sky right now. Okay. My personal target is for Bitcoin to come to around 50 something thousand, right? I'm looking for it to come around there, 50 something thousand. And then we look for some moves back up to the upside. How did I come to that? Well, I know I did say let's not faff about too much with Fibonacci, but okay, it kind of comes in helpful a little bit, right? in terms of marking off these retracement zones, right? So I'm looking for it to retrace within this zone right here. When Bitcoin comes to that zone, and it ain't too far, I'll be loading up, my friend. Load up, because that is like half the price of what it was way back in September. Telling you, that is the time to be buying some Bitcoin like there's no tomorrow. So when you say DCA, what do you mean? Discounted? Is it discounted? Or dollar cost averaging? Yes, correct. I will start dollar cost averaging from that price, right? I'm start just easing my way in. Easing my way in. A few buys. If it dips again, we start buying again. If it dips again, we start buying again, right? Yeah, correct. I would say split your money into about 4. So that gives you 4 times to buy it at a dollar cost averaging. And yeah. But again, that's just me. That's what I would do. I can't tell you what to do with your money, right? But that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Okay. So let's see what else is happening this week. We have USA PMI, which is important, right? Purchase Managers Index. That kind of sees whether we're going to go into recession or not. So keep an eye on that for sure. And non-farm payroll. Wow, okay, yeah. We had the first week of March already. So we do have non-farm payroll at the end of this week. Wow, wow, wow. These things come around so quick. But again, February was actually a short month, right? So non-farm payroll at the end of this week, some more activities on the US and the pound. So those are the 2 main ones that we should be focused on, the pound and the US dollar. Let's just check out the pound for a minute. Right? I know we had some positive news some weeks back. But we've seen a little bit of a pullback. This is on the daily. We've seen a little bit of a pullback at the moment. Right? But again, All we just doing is waiting to see whether we see a 1, 2 or 1, 2, 3. And that is it. That is it. That is all. All right. Let me just switch this on for a minute. By the way, as well, look at this. I'm gonna have to do a video on this one. I'll post it into the educational chat. I'll do a separate video on this. But check this out. If you go to settings here, right, you see where you see longs, shorts, bulls and bears. Now, at the moment, it looks absolutely cluttered and crowded on the screen. You could change these things. So instead of having a label, you could decide, you know what, I'm just gonna have a square. Or I'm just gonna have a diamond, right? And it will just be a green diamond. You'll see that there. For the shorts, you could have a short diamond. See that? And then for the bulls, you could decide, I'm just going to do a triangle. And for the bears, you could say, I'm just going to do a triangle up, right? Triangle up for the, triangle down for the bulls, for the bears, and triangle up for the bulls, right? And then all of a sudden, right, you could see that you've cleared up your chart a little bit here, right? So that makes things a whole lot easier. You could even turn it into an arrow if you want to. Some people like arrows, right? So instead of that, you could turn it into a cross. Okay, you could do an arrow down or arrow up for the longs. All right, and for the shorts, you could do an arrow down. Okay, and you don't really see the arrow as clearly as you see in the diamonds. You could do a circle if you want, right? All these things that you could do within your settings. So you could play with that, right? And make things so much clearer as you look at the chart, right? I'll do a special short video on that and I'll post it into the educational chat, all right? So if you want to get yourself ready to be an affiliate, if you want to get yourself on board to some one-on-one sessions that think will help you out, send me a message, right? Send me a message and we will get you plugged in and going, right? Because we're going to take this thing worldwide, seeing that it's changed your life for the better. We're going to take this thing global. And I know you're going to be in for the ride. Okay? So we're going to cut it off here. And I will see you guys really soon for some more. It'll be interesting to see how this gold lands when the market opens up. All right? All right, great to have you all on. And I will see you guys really soon. Bye-bye for now.